Yo, what's poppin' Pokepals? Rare Boy here. I'm back with another impossible Pokemon challenge. Today we're going to find out if it's possible to beat Pokemon Gold using only a Timburr. The reason why I chose Timburr is because we actually have never used a fighting type on this channel before, so why not start with the baby form of my favorite fighting type, Conkeldurr. Before we can even begin our challenge, we first need to edit Togepi's internal data so that it becomes Timburr. I edited its base stats, TM and HM compatibility, level up moveset, and typing. For anyone wondering why we edit Togepi, it's because you don't normally run into a wild or trainer-owned Togepi during a normal playthrough of Pokemon Gold, which will make for the most authentic experience. Also, Timburr's sprite will be edited over Togepi's in post, and since Togepi has a small sprite, it makes it easier for me to edit over. Now that Timburr is in our game, let's review the rules of the run. The first rule is that I'm only allowed to use Timburr in battle. I am allowed to capture other Pokemon for HM usage, but they cannot assist Timburr by any other means. The second rule is that I'm not allowed to use items in battle. Held items such as leftovers are okay, but using items such as Hyper Potions are banned until the battle has ended. And finally, no glitches or exploits will be used to complete the game. It's just a normal playthrough of Pokemon Gold but with a Timburr. With the rules explained in our Timburr in game, let's jump into some gameplay. The first thing that I do is pick up Timburr from Professor Elm's lab. For this run, I replace Cyndaquil so our rival takes Totodile for no particular reason. I name our little construction worker Creatine because he getting them gains. With Creatine on the team, it's time to conquer the Johto region. On my way back from Mr. Pokemon's house, we encountered our rival for the first time, and I have to say, despite our above average attack stat, we didn't deal as much to Totodile as I was expecting. In fact, Totodile seemed to be doing more to us than we were to him. If we didn't keep winning our speed tie, we might have actually lost this battle, which is quite concerning considering our first gym is against flying type Pokemon. I decided to take on Sage Master Lee to get as many levels as I can before Faulkner, and the strangest thing happened. My low kick actually flinched his Hoot Hoot, which is an exclusive effect to generations 1 and 2, because it didn't have the weight mechanic it has today. Interesting and exploitable. At level 14, I took on Faulkner, and I'm actually really surprised at how easy this battle turned out. We dealt great damage and took very little considering we were being hit for weakness. Sweet. Thanks to learning Rock Throw at level 16, Timburr made quick and easy work of Bugsy's team. We didn't even need the focus energy I put up, but I felt it was better to be safe than sorry. While trying to head into Ilex Forest, our rival stops us, but thanks to GASTLY not passing a status on to us, we were able to get by this match fairly easily. Once we learned a better stab move, this challenge is going to be a lot easier. Whitney's match was awkward. Fighting types are normally hard to come by when playing with a normal starter, but not only that, MILTANK kept going for rollout, which is resisted by us. She could have easily done her Whitney shenanigans, but she just forfeited this match for some odd reason. I was shocked to have beaten Morty on my first try, and at such a low level. Thanks to teaching Timburr Dig through a TM and some lucky Quick Claw activations, we demolished Morty's team. I'm still trying to figure out how Timburr digs. Do they use their logs as like shovels, or did they use their brute strength to pick up pieces of the earth? Both are funny images to think about. I don't believe it. I actually swept Chuck because he never got a chance to attack us thanks to all the flinches from our low kicks. Now who's the fighting type specialist? As one would imagine, we steamrolled through Jasmine's team thanks to Dig and low kick. We were fortunate enough to get a crit on our second low kick against Steelix, or else we might have actually lost this fight. As for Price's match, we just spammed low kicks and watched his 3 Pokemon drop one by one. Nothing to see here. Let's keep it moving, folks. In the Goldenrod Underground, our rival fight went swimmingly. Aside from being confused by Golbat and getting some weak water guns from FERALIGATR, this match was nothing more than an annoyance. I tried Claire's fight 2 times. On my first attempt, I taught Timburr Ice Punch through a TM, and equipped him with the Never Melt Ice, but it proves to be futile, as Claire's 3 Dragonairs laugh off our frozen punches and whittle us down quickly. On my second attempt, I tried just brute forcing them like I've been doing for the rest of this run, and I was shocked to find out that Ice Punch was dealing about the same as our low kicks, so with that said, it looks like I'm just going to have to grind for the first time in this run. I tried this fight again at level 60, and both Ice Punch as well as Low Kick were range KOs on Claire's Dragonairs, so I opted for Ice Punch since it has 100% accuracy as opposed to Low Kick's 90% in Generation 2. Kingdra then tried to troll us with smoke screens, but after missing our first Low Kick, we seemed to bypass the smoke and curb stomp him to victory. One final rival fight at the end of Victory Road, but he was beaten even easier than last time thanks to us replacing Dig with Earthquake, a TM I found right before this fight. Now all that's left to do is defeat the Elite Four. Here are our stats just outside the Elite Four, and these aren't bad, especially our great attack stat. The problem I foresee is our moveset, which isn't terrible by any means. It just isn't great for this game's Elite Four because of how low power our only stab move is, and the inaccuracy of Rock Slide, which I'll be relying on to defeat Will. The only other fighting move Timburr learns in Gen 2 is Dynamic Punch, and with only 50% accuracy, I'll take my chances with Low Kick. Let's see if Timburr can register itself into the Johto Hall of Fame. My first attempt at Will goes horribly wrong as we get taken out with just 2 Psychics. It's clear to me this match is impossible until Timburr can naturally outspeed his Pokemon. I went back into this fight at level 70, and at this level we can safely outspeed all of his Pokemon and one-shot them except for Slowbro. He only set up a curse, so he wasn't a threat, and we crit EXEGGUTOR, which I don't know if that mattered or not. It's Koga time, and this match was surprisingly a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. CROBAT could have been problematic for us, but he just went for double team, and we didn't miss any of our rock slides for one-shots. We didn't have a clear answer for Fortress either, but he isn't an offensive threat, so even though he attacked us, it tickled us more than it actually did damage to us, as we eventually put him down. Bruno's fight was easy as well, thanks to us being able to finally utilize our stab low kicks. We also got a huge flinch on Machamp, which allowed us to take him down untouched. Bruno might be a martial arts expert, but we showed him who's boss. Karen was just as easy as Bruno, as we actually one-shot Umbreon, which, if memory serves me correctly, is the first time we've ever done that. Once he was down, we crit VILEPLUME for a one-shot, and then the rest of our team crumbled beneath us. With the help of Rock Slide and Ice Punch, we just barely scraped by Atlantis' team, as we took some massive hits from Stab's super effective wing attacks, and an outrage from Lance's strongest Dragonite. If we didn't outspeed Dragonite and get slammed with another attack, we for sure would have lost this fight. Thankfully, we managed to win this fight and place our Timburr into the Johto Hall of Fame, but you know it's not over just yet. We have to try our luck at Red and Blue and Kanto, so let's make our way over there now and see what happens. Okay, we have a severe problem with Blue, y'all. His first 2 Pokemon are extremely threatening to us. I'll have to get Creatine to a higher level for the endgame. At level 90, I tried this fight again, and it was a complete 180 from the last time. For some reason, ALAKAZAM set up a Reflect this time instead of just ending us, and thanks to the Never Melt Ice item, our Ice Punches froze over his Rhydon and EXEGGUTOR, while Arcanine and Gyarados stood no chance against our Rock Slides and Earthquake. Now all that's left is Red. Oh boy. This final fight is going to be rough, not just because of Pikachu's charm shenanigans, but also because ESPEON just straight up one-shots us from full health with Psychic. I'll make it to level 100 and see if that makes any significant difference, but I think this is ultimately going to come down to Quick Claw activations. This is by far nowhere near my winning attempt, but as you all can see, there is a ton of RNG that needs to happen in order for me to get past Charizard, which I have yet to do at all during my recording sessions. I'm going to keep trying this fight a few more times, but I don't know if I have the time to continue this challenge. What you all are witnessing is my best possible attempt at Red. We managed to take down ESPEON untouched, and Charizard went down to 1 Rock Slide, as Snorlax never gets a chance to hit us thanks to a flinch. We make it all the way to Venusaur only for me to find out that we do severely underwhelming damage, which unfortunately means, ladies and gentlemen, the run ends here. It really stinks that we were unable to defeat Red, but with such powerful Pokemon and our low speed and special defense stats, I expected nothing less. The only way I could see us winning this fight would be if we got a Quick Claw activation on practically every turn, but the odds of that happening could take longer than me recording my next video, and then some. Speaking of my next video, our next run is going to be Arrokuda in Pokemon Fire Red, and oh boy am I in for a tough one just based on his moveset alone. If you don't want to miss that challenge, be sure to subscribe and stay tuned. Also, be sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. In the comments section, I want to know what your favorite part of today's run was. This has been your boy Rare Boy, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace!
Excuse me, did you just watch this video? You must have if you made it this far into the video. And yet you haven't liked, commented, shared, or subscribed. The Rare Boy working very hard on these videos. Please do the man a favor.